Hello, testing, testing. Hello. Oh, good signs. I'm seeing people's videos this time. That is excellent news. Hi, Lori. Hi, Crystal. Hi,
Hello.
Star. Hi, Hannah. Hi, Piper. Hi, Erin. Hi, Brianna. I'm like, who else do I have? Awesome, Jacqueline. Cool, Kendall. What's up?
So far, I know him.
Cool. All right, we will give it a couple more minutes to let everybody come online. Cool.
Cycles on whoever's talking and making.
Oh
I've
my
got
gosh.
a
Wait,
+1.
Piper. Oh, sweet. Oh, yes, I love it. Piper, what is your background?
It's one of the generic Zoom ones that I was able to download.
Oh my
so I was playing
gosh.
with it the other day and I found this one and I liked the waves. So
That's so funny. For for a hot second, I was like, where are you?
yeah, I wish. It's wishful thinking.
That's so awesome. So one of the things, just as we're waiting for a few more people to jump on, that I've been finding is that my music isn't really super easy to hear when I'm using the microphone so that you can hear what I tell you to. So, hey, Jacqueline. So I always encourage you guys to, if you want, put on your own tunes, because once we get going, I'm going to mute y'all anyways. If you have some music that you like to work out to, please feel free to put it on. And then I'm just going to make sure that y'all can see my mat. Cool.
Do we need any kind of equipment?
If you have a light set of head weights, it's awesome. I'll definitely give you some times where you can incorporate them, but if you don't, I wouldn't worry about it. I try to make all my workouts pretty accessible with or without equipment, given that we are all stuck at home. Okay. And just making sure y'all can hear me when I step back from my computer, which would mean these things are working. My little robot ears. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. So I am going to go ahead and make sure that I actually nope, I did not let everybody in. So I'm letting a couple more people in. Cool. Welcome, welcome. All right. So I am going to mute. Actually, you guys all are muted, which is great. So I'm going to keep y'all muted just so that when we get going, like I said, if you want to, you can put on your own music in the background. Okay, so please feel free to do that. And if you see me walking up to the computer and back, it's just so that I can keep letting people in as they kind of pop on. Okay. All right, you guys, so we are going to go ahead and get started, and we are going to start on our backs, laying on the mat. So when you're ready, please go ahead and come to lay down. And if at any point in time you have any trouble hearing me, just fire off a little chat and I'll see that pop up and I'll come over and see what's up. All right, you guys. So when you're ready, go ahead and come down to your backs if you aren't already there. Bend your knees, plant your feet, arms by your sides. And as you inhale, you're gonna lift your hips up and keep the hips lifted. As you exhale, extend the right leg straight up toward the ceiling, flex the foot. And we're gonna take little pulses, pushing that foot up toward the ceiling, waking up those left glutes for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rebend your right knee, set that right foot down, lower your hips, take a big inhale and full exhale. Inhale, push into the feet, lift your hips. Exhale, squeeze your glutes. Inhale, extend your left leg straight up toward the ceiling, flex the foot and start to pulse. Squeezing the right glutes, waking them up, pushing that left foot straight up toward the ceiling for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the left knee, set the foot down, lower your hips down and tuck your knees into your chest. Rock it up from side to side. And come back to stillness. Bring your hands behind your thighs. Start to rock forward and backwards. So you're rolling on your spine from your tailbone to your shoulder blades. So that on one of those inhales, you can rock right up to your seat and then roll over to a tabletop position. And once you're in that tabletop position, spread the fingers nice and wide. Inhale, lift your head and tailbone, belly drops down, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose, press the mat away around your spine. Inhale, back to cow pose, lift your heart, look up. Exhale, cat pose. And one more time, big inhale. Pull your shoulders back away from your ears. And big exhale, draw your navel in toward the spine. Inhale, come back to neutral. Tuck your toes, and as you exhale, lift your knees to a hover. And holding here and breathing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 on 1. Tap your knees down. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, lift your knees back up. Walk your feet together. And then as you exhale, you're going to hop your feet to the right side of your mat or whatever space you're in. Inhale, come back through center. And then exhale, hop your feet to the left side of your mat. Inhale, back to center. You can always step the feet on the exhale to the right side. Inhale, step back to center. Step the feet to the left side on the exhale. Inhale, back to center. And we'll go side to side, right, middle, left, middle. Knees stay bent, right, middle, left, middle. One more time, right, middle, left, middle. Lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Bend your knees. Pedal out your feet. Let the weight of your head drop down. Right, inhale, slowly walk your feet forward to your hands. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Tent up to your fingertips, catch opposite elbows, and sway from side to side. Ragdoll it out. Loosen up the back. Maybe move your head and neck around a little bit. Inhale, find stillness. Exhale, release your elbows. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, slowly rise all the way up. Reach your arms up. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Okay, so I am a yogi at heart. So I invite you here to just close your eyes or soften your gaze and take a moment to set an intention. So that's something that you want to focus on or kind of carry with you as we move through this workout today. Maybe something you hope to gain from this practice that you can bring with you into the rest of your evening or maybe into tomorrow. So a sense of resilience or feeling re-energized, whatever that is you need, make it clear for yourself. And together we'll take a big inhale through the nose. Open mouth. Softly blink your eyes open. Inhale, reach your arms up, interlace your fingers, flip your palms, press them up toward the ceiling. Tuck your tailbone, and as you exhale, you're gonna side bend to the right. And inhale, come back up through center, press the palms up. Exhale, side bend to your left. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, hang forward into that forward fold. Inhale to your flat back. We're gonna do this 3 times. Press your palms against your shins. Lengthen out through the crown of your head. Exhale, soften your knees and hang into the fold. 2 more times. Inhale, flat back, hands to shins. Reach out through the crown of your head. Pinch your shoulder blades together. Exhale, soften the knees and hang forward. 1 more time. Inhale, flat back, spine long, shoulder blades together, abs in. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms down, step back to your plank pose, and to a slow count of 10, we'll lower to the belly. Drop your knees if you need to. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra, lift your heart up. Hover your hands 1 inch off the ground. Exhale, lower back down. Again, inhale, baby cobra, lift your heart up. Hover your hands. This time, hover your feet as well. Exhale, lower back down. 1 more time. Inhale, baby cobra, lift your heart up. Hover your hands. Take your arms out wide to a T. Exhale, pull them back in, lower down. Child's pose. Push your hips to your heels. Walk your knees out to mat's width. And let your forehead soften to the floor. Take some slow, deep breaths. I'm going to let Amy in. Cool. The other Amy, not myself. Yeah, welcome, Amy. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and I'm muting everybody, but you guys can always unmute yourselves if you have a question, so feel free to do that. All right. Okay, so from that child's pose, we're slowly going to rise up to a comfortable seat and then make your way all the way up onto your feet. So we are going to start with a Tabata today. We're going to be doing star jumps or jumping jacks and then alternating that with some jackknife abs. And I'll show you a modification with scissoring leg lifts and lowers if that doesn't feel right for your body today. Okay, so the way a Tabata works is it's 4 minutes long, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 8 rounds total, and that equals 4 minutes. Okay, you don't have to worry about the time. That's what I'm here for. But you're gonna kind of be moving, and those rest periods, those 10 seconds are gonna go by like that. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so it's normal for you to get like super winded during this. They say a Tabata is like working out for 20 minutes, and it's only 4 minutes. Okay, so with all that said, the first of your 2 exercises is either going to be a star jump or a jumping jack. Okay, so a star jump, your knees are bent, legs together, arms together. You're going to burst open into a star and then come back into that tucked position. So you open up with a jump and then back down. Modification is a jumping jack. So arms wide, legs wide, out and in at your own pace. You're then alternating that with a jackknife ab. Okay, so for these, you're laying down on the ground, maybe your mat if you have one. Arms are stretched overhead. You're gonna hover your heels, so already the abs are working. Right arm reaches up to tap left toes, you come back down. Left arm reaches up to tap right toes, and you come back down and you go side to side, trying to hover your heels and hover your shoulder blades the whole time. Okay, and so you have the option to modify this one as well and just do the low body part. So your thumbs tuck under the outer seat. You're going to lower the right leg down toward the right corner of your mat, left leg down toward the left corner of your mat. And then you'll keep going side to side. Okay, so you guys get to choose. If you want me for any reason to look at your form, I'm more than happy to, but you have to turn your video on. So take a moment if you would like me to give you said form cues to turn your video on, and I will be sure to do so. Otherwise, we are going to start with this 4-minute Tabata, and we're going to do those star jumps or jumping jacks. So get ready. Oh, letting Jean in. Okay, get ready, get set. First 20 seconds and go. Star jumps or jumping jacks. Hi, Jean, welcome. So whether you're doing star jumps or jumping jacks, try to keep moving the whole time. Remember, these are 20-second bursts, so you really want to push yourself, knowing that you're only going for 20 seconds at any given time. 3, 2, 1. Okay, you're coming down to the mat now, into your jackknife, abs, or just the low body part of this, okay? So arms overhead if you're doing the full tail boogie. Get ready, get set, and go. Right hand reaches up for left toes. Left hand reaches up for right toes, and you're going side to side. Each time, in between each side, your arms stretch overhead. So if you were looking down at your body from above, you would be in this X shape. Using your exhales to rise up. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up to your feet. We're going back into your jumping jacks or star jumps. So get ready, get set, and go. I told you those 20 seconds go pretty fast. If you're doing your star jumps, you try and land with your feet together and your knees bent. Your hands pull back together in front of your chest. Soft on your feet when you land. Good, keep your heart lifted, keep breathing, stay with it for 3, 2, and 1. All the way down to your back. We go back to our abs. So take a moment to set yourself up, arms overhead, get ready, get set, and go. Right hand to left foot, left hand to right foot. And you're going side to side. Challenge yourself to hover your heels, hover your shoulder blades, and keep your head lifted the whole time. Use your exhales to get all the way up to tap those feet. Keep breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Up to your feet. Okay, we're halfway through. We've got 4 more sets. So get ready for those star jumps or jumping jacks. Get set and go. Right into it. Nice work. If you're breathing hard, that means you're doing it right. Hopefully you guys have some good tunes to motivate you, keep you moving through. Good. Keep that body in motion, stay with it, keep breathing. Almost there, 3, 2, 1. Down to your back, getting into our abs. Arms overhead, get ready, get set, and go jackknife abs. You sit all the way up, try and tap the toes. Arms reach overhead in between each set. Good, hover the heels, hover the head, hover the shoulder blades, reach your arms back. Good, keep breathing, almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, up to your feet. One more round of each. Jumping jacks or star jumps, get ready, get set, and go. So if you're in these star jumps, you're bursting out from that midline of your body, that center point of your body, right around the navel. Open up and then come back in, landing with bent knees, landing soft on your feet, keeping your heart lifted. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, coming down to your back. One last round of these jackknife abs. Arms overhead, get ready, get set, and go. Last 20-second push of this Tabata. Right hand to left foot, left hand to right foot. Trying to sit up as high as you can, reaching all the way up for the toes, using your exhale to propel you up. Good, and that inhale to fill up as you come down. Almost there, keep breathing. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Really nice work. Grab a sip of water, give an air high five to an imaginary person. Good. You guys are doing awesome. Okay. So we are now going to go into our circuit. Circuit number 1. We're going to be doing 10 reverse push-ups, 20 yogi squats, and 30 mountain climbers. You're going to roll through this at your own pace for 4 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to demo these and then I'm going to kind of cheer you guys on while you do them. So for your reverse push-ups, you're going to start in a high plank position. You're going to lower all the way carefully through your arms to your belly. Lift up to that baby cobra where your feet are off the ground, your hands are hovering. Hands come back down, tuck your toes, press out through your heels and come back up. So kind of full speed here, you go down, up, hover, hands down, push up. And that's 1. That's your reverse push-up. Okay, our yogi squat lifts. Your feet are going to be about as wide as a yoga mat would be, toes turned out, heels pinched in, hands to your heart. You can either rest your elbows on top of your knees or inside your knees. So I'll just show you the different heights here. So your butt can start above the height of your knees or just below the height of your knees. You're either going to lift your butt up and down a few inches or drop your seat up and down a few inches. So just a few inches range of motion, up and down, up and down, up and down. Good. And then last one are these mountain climbers. So high plank position to start. And then you have the option here to step your foot forward, step back, step your other foot forward, step back. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 30, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, running it out all the way up to 30. We go through this whole thing as many times as you can in 4 minutes, okay? So get ready. We're going to start with those reverse push-ups. Again, if you want me to watch for your form, put your video on and I will be happy to keep an eye on you and give you some suggestions. Okay, get ready, get set, 4 minutes on the clock, and go. Okay, so starting with your reverse push-ups, you start in that high plank position, you lower carefully down to the belly, and you can always drop your knees to ease your way down, and then you lift up to that hovering baby cobra, legs up, hands up, and then press back up to your high plank position. That's 1, you're doing 10 of them. Going at your own pace. Good, you guys, you're breathing. Stay with it. I think my audio just cut out for a second, but hopefully you guys can still hear me. Good, keeping the heart lifted as you take those baby cobras, peeling the chest away from the ground. Really nice. And once you get all the way through your 10 reverse push-ups, you guys are moving into your 20 yogi squat lifts. So just a few inches range of motion, lifting your seat up and down, your toes turned out, your heels pinch in. Good. So strong, you guys. Stay with it wherever you are. Keep moving through at your own pace. You're just over 1 minute in. 30 mountain climbers after you've done your 20 yogi squat lifts. Okay, so those mountain climbers again can be stepping one knee in toward the chest and then stepping back, or it can be running it out. You do it your way and keep breathing. Good. In those mountain climbers, be sure to keep your head lifted, please. Gaze slightly forward and down so the neck is long. So strong, you guys. Staying with it. Keep running out those legs. I want you guys to really focus when you get to those reverse push-ups on keeping a nice long body as you lower and you lift up. 2 minutes, so you're halfway through. And when you do those reverse push-ups, right, you're not letting your back bow. And if it feels like your hips are dropping before your shoulders do, then you just drop your knees to modify. As you're coming back up to that high plank position, think of pushing up through your seat and pressing back through your heels. Good job, you guys. Keep moving through it. If you need a breather, you just take it and you come right back in when you're ready. So strong, you guys. In those yogi squat lifts, make sure that the feet are a little bit wider than your hips. So yoga mats width, toes turned out, heels pinched in. Spine stays long, so you're not rounding forward in your yogi squat lifts. You're keeping the spine nice and lifted. Just a few inches range of motion and focusing on keeping the weight in your heels. Good. 1 minute warning, 1 minute warning. You have just 1 minute to go. Keep rolling through at your own pace. Try to keep going. Again, if you need those breaks, take them and then hop right back in. So strong, you guys. Mountain climbers, maybe you're running it out a little bit faster this time, stepping it out a little bit faster this time, really using your low abs to pull the knees in toward the chest. And you're going at your own pace. 30 more seconds to go. And dig deep for this last little push. I know you guys are feeling it, but you're almost there. 15 seconds. Awesome. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So take a little breather here. We're going to be coming back into Tabata. Okay. So the next one, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We have that rest built in, but that means that you're kind of like pushing it through all the way the whole time. So we're going to be doing in and out squat hops, alternating that with alternating lunges. We're really going to burn up the legs on this one. Okay, so I'll show you what we're going to be doing. So in and out squat hops, you're going to have your feet start inner hips width apart. So you find your pelvic bone and those little bony points at the front of them, you trace down through your legs. Okay, so you're kind of tracing your bones rather than the rest of your body here. So inner hips width apart. You're going to bend your knees and drop into a squat. You're then hopping out to about a yoga mat's width and then back into inner hips width. So out wide, in hips width, out wide, in hips width, out and in. If the jumping bothers your knees, just plant your feet that inner hips width apart and you're going to drop into a squat and come back up. So you're doing speed squats, not worrying too much about form, just trying to keep the heart rate elevated. Okay, down and up, down and up. You're alternating that with a lunge. And we're going to do step back lunges. If at home you want to do jumping lunges where you switch between your lunges mid-air, please feel free to do so. Otherwise, we're going to do actually step forward lunges. So hands on your hips. You're going to step forward. Make sure you have space out in front of you. Land in your lunge, bending that back knee, keeping your shoulders right over your hips, pushing off your front foot to come back up to standing, stepping the opposite foot forward, and then pushing off that foot to come back to standing. So we step into the lunge and then press back out of it. Okay, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 4 minutes total, starting with those in and out squat hops or speed squats. Get ready, get set, and go. And so thinking of that inner hips width and about yoga mats width as you hop between these, keeping your chest lifted. Shoulders draw up, back, and down so the neck can relax. The arms are just loose, whatever feels comfortable for you as you move in and out. 3, 2, 1. Come to standing at the back of your mat or back of your space so you have room to step forward in these alternating lunges. Hands on your hips or over your head. Get ready, get set, and go. Stepping right foot forward, bending left knee, and then pushing off that right foot back to standing. Left foot forward, pushing back to standing. Alternating side to side. Bending your back knee to go low. Keeping your shoulders pulled back over your hips so you're not leaning forward over the legs as you step forward. Focus on your hamstrings and your glutes to push you back out. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, coming back to standing. In and out squat hops. Get ready, get set, and go. Out and in, or speed squats with the feet planted. Good, draw the shoulder blades together on the back. Keep your chest lifted, proud chest. Stay with it. Try to keep moving the whole time if you can. 3, 2, 1. Come to the back of your mat space. Alternating step forward lunges. Hands on your hips or overhead. Get ready, get set, and go. Right foot steps, left knee bends. Good, left foot steps, right knee bends. So that back knee almost kisses the ground to get you nice and low into these lunges. Pushing from your glutes and hamstrings to bring you back to standing. Nice slow and controlled movement. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so little breather here. Coming back into those in and out squat hops. You're halfway through this Tabata. Get ready, get set, and go. Out and in, out and in. It really starts to build. You might notice that you get a little more out of breath. The more we go, those rests seem to go by a lot quicker, right? Because we're really working out our cardiovascular system. Keep the heart lifted, bending into those knees, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Stay with it. 3, 2, 1. Come toward the back of your mat space. Alternate step forward lunges. Hands on your hips or overhead. Get ready, get set, and go. So stepping into it and pressing back out of it. Keeping your shoulders right over your hips, pushing from your glutes and your hammies. So strong, you guys. Keep breathing. Go at your own pace. It doesn't have to be fast. Slow and controlled works great. 3, 2, 1. Okay, one last round of each exercise. In and out squat hops. Get ready, get set, and go. Out and in, out and in. This is the last time you have to do this. Try to keep your knees bent. Maybe drop your butt a little lower, but lift your heart a little higher. Keep moving the whole time. Almost there. So strong. 3, 2, 1. Alternating step forward lunges. Our last 20 seconds of this Tabata. Hands on your hips or over your head. Get ready, get set, and go. Step forward into it. Press back out of it. Step in, press out. Bending deeply into that back knee to go nice and low. The lower you go, the more load you build up, and the more you're really working those muscles to press you back up away from the ground. So again, you can always slow this down if you need to, but you're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Air high fives all around. Okay, take a moment to catch your breath. Grab a sip of water. And we are gonna go into just one more circuit today before we do a little cool down. Okay, so our next circuit, our last circuit, is gonna be 10 staggered push-ups, 20 kicking warriors, and 30 goddess hops. Okay, so this is again rolling for 4 minutes. Staggered push-ups. Before I get onto the ground to show you these, I'm gonna show you them kind of up close. So the main thing is you're getting into a push-up position, but you're gonna stagger one hand a little further toward your head and your other hand a little further toward your feet, and then switch. So you're going one hand forward, the other hand back as you take your push-ups. So now that you kind of have that mental image, I'll show you what it is on the floor. So one hand forward, the other hand back, elbows bent out to the sides. You lower your chest down to the height of your elbows if possible, and then you switch your hands, elbows out wide, chest to height of elbows, and then switch it out. One hand forward, one hand back, down, up, One hand forward, one hand back, down, up. If this is too much, just drop your knees, do the modification. Good, elbows wide. So you're doing 10 of those or 5 each side, okay? After you've done your 10 staggered push-ups, right, you're gonna be doing your 20 kicking warriors. And for this one, this is really a balancing one. So your hands are gonna be on your hips or at your heart, whatever feels more comfortable for you. We'll start with the weight in the right foot. Your left knee is gonna come up toward your chest. You could stay right here and just work on kicking that foot slightly forward and backward, or you're going for full extension, pausing, rebending the knee. Full extension, pausing, rebending the knee. Extend and bend, extend and bend. You'll do 10 each leg. If you need to, you extend, bend, tap the foot down, reset in between each one of these reps. Once you've done 10 on one leg, you do 10 on the other leg. Okay, so you can either keep going straight through it or you tap the foot down between your reps. Last thing you do, goddess hops, 30 of them, so your feet are wide, toes out, heels in. You're gonna cactus your arms or hands at heart center and you hop up and down 30 times. We roll through that whole thing for 4 minutes at your own pace. Okay, so starting with these staggered push-ups, one hand forward, one hand back. Get ready, get set, and go. So for 4 straight minutes, you go through at your own pace. Try to keep your head lifted in the staggered push-ups. So you're not letting your head droop down, right? You're keeping your head lifted. You do the push-up, press up, switch your hands, push up, press up, switch your hands. 5 to each side for 10 total. Good. Once you've gotten all the way through those staggered push-ups, you're doing your 20 kicking warriors. So hands on your hips or at your heart, weights balanced in one foot. You lift that other knee up to hip height and you extend from the hip. Your goal here is twofold, right? So it's one, to fully extend the leg, get it straight if you can, so really working your quads and your hip flexors. The other goal is that balance in your standing leg. If you need to come down, you come down. Your body will get more used to this movement with time, all the stability work that you're doing in the ankle and around the hip and knee joints. So once you've done 10 on one leg, you switch it out and do 10 on the other leg. Trying to keep that heel as high as you can, as close to the height of the hip socket as possible. Trying to stay balanced on your standing leg the whole time if you can. Good. Moving through at your own pace. Once you've done your 10 on each leg, you're doing your goddess hops, toes out, heels in, hands to the heart or cactus, and you hop light up and down on the feet 30 times. So counting on your own. This is self-paced. If you need a break, take it and then come back in, pushing yourself through. Nice work, you guys. We're coming up on 2 minutes here, so almost halfway through. Once you get all the way through your 30 goddess hops, you are back down onto your mat for your staggered push-ups. One hand in front of the other, toes tucked, heels press out. Knees can always drop down. You do 5 on each side, alternating between the two. Right hand staggered forward and then left hand staggered forward. At your own pace, keep your head lifted. Gaze is slightly forward and down in those push-ups. So the body is stretched out long, spine's in one long line. Once you get through your staggered push-ups, once again, you're up to your feet for those kicking warriors. Hands on your hips or at your heart, extending the leg and bending the knee. Good, really work to keep your heart lifted, to keep the spine long. You guys are doing so great here. Keep breathing through it. 10 kicking warriors per leg. Trying to stay balanced that whole time, working those stabilizing muscles. Really nice, you guys. You're at the 1 minute mark, 1 minute to go, and then we're gonna do a cool down. So give it everything you have left, please. Pushing all the way through. So strong. Goddess hops, when you're in them, you're light on your feet. So light and springy. As soon as you're down, you're right back up. Imagine that the ground is super hot and you don't want to stay down too long. Hot potatoes. If you have time for it, you'll end up back in those push-ups another time. Breathing wherever you are. Leaning your shoulders slightly back. You guys, we've got just 20 seconds to go. Push through all the way to the end. Stay with it, stay strong. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Air high fives all around. Y'all are done with that. We're gonna do a little cool down. So let's make our way down to the ground. I'm gonna take you with me for a little ride. Okay, so we're coming into my favorite territory, which is stretching, but we're gonna start with a little bit of rolling dynamic action for the spine. So lay down onto your back, please. Bend your knees and plant your feet. If you need a few extra moments here just to catch your breath, to grab a sip of water, to make your way from standing to sitting slowly, right? Please take your time to do that. And once you found your way onto the ground, with bent knees, arms by your sides, we're gonna lift the hips up into a bridge pose, and then slowly lower your upper, middle, and lower back down. So it's like you're placing the vertebrae of the spine one by one. Lift your hips up, lower your upper, middle, and lower back down. We'll do that 3 more times. Lift your hips up, squeeze the glutes, lower your upper back, middle back, and lower back down. And you control this movement with your core. So lifting the hips up and then placing vertebrae by vertebrae, one by one, all the way down to the tailbone. And one last time, lift your hips up slowly as you can. Roll the hips toward the ground from the top to the bottom of your spine. Once your tailbone comes to the ground, really push it down into it. Draw your navel toward your spine. Happy baby pose. Reach up in between your legs, catch your ankles or your feet. Rock from side to side. And come back to stillness. Gather your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. We're going to take our arms to a cactus-shaped palms face up. Lift our knees up over the hip sockets and our feet flexed, our knees at 90 degrees. Inhale, slowly take your knees over to the right, but only so far as you can go without that left shoulder blade coming up. Exhale, draw your knees back to center, navel to spine. Inhale, knees drift over to the left, but that right shoulder blade stays down. Exhale, back to center, navel to spine. Side to side, inhale to the right. Exhale, back to center, working those abs. Inhale to the left. Exhale, back to center. Inhale to the right. Exhale, back to center. Inhale to the left. Good. Exhale, back to center. One more time to the right. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. And then as you inhale, you let your knees fall all the way over to the left. Turn your head over your right shoulder and breathe. Soften into this twist. Maybe relax the muscles of your face. Close your eyes. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, knees to the right, head to the left. My dog's gonna come give a little hello to you guys. Good. Take a few more breaths here, just softening. This is Tilly. And inhale, come back to center. Give yourself one final squeeze on your back here and then rock up to your seat. And we're gonna take a shoulder stretch. So just take that right arm across your body. I'm gonna mirror you guys. Take your right arm across your body, catch above or below your elbow. And draw that right shoulder down away from the ear. Drop your head over to the left and breathe. Inhale, lift your head back up through center. Take your right arm up and overhead for a tricep stretch. Pat yourself on the back. Tap the right elbow with your left hand. Lean your head back into the forearm. And then reach up and over to the left. And moving that stretch all the way down the side body. Right, inhale, come back up through center. We'll switch sides. Take your left arm across the body. Catch above or below your elbow. Drop the left shoulder down. Tip your head over to the right. And breathe. If you've been sitting at a desk all day, you might find that your neck is tight. If you've been a little stressed, because most of us have been, you might find that your neck is a little tight. So breathing into that space. One more breath. And then take that left arm up and overhead for the tricep stretch. Pat yourself on the back. Cap your elbow with your hand. Reach your left elbow up and over to the right. Moving that stretch down the side of your body. And inhale, come back up through center. As you exhale, just walk your hands forward to an easy forward fold. Maybe soften down to your forearms, maybe all the way to your forehead. And let your back just find a little release here. If you can, let the weight of your head hang down. That might feel nice to decompress the cervical spine. Inhale, slowly rise up. Extend out your right leg. Keep your left knee bent. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward and catch that right foot. Single leg hamstring and calf stretch. Spine long as you inhale, reaching your chin toward your lower shin bone as you exhale. Inhaling to lengthen, and as you exhale, reaching your chin toward the lower shin bone. And one more time, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. And inhale, slowly rise up, release the foot, switch it out, extend that left leg, and reach up and fold forward to catch the foot. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching the chin forward, and exhale, fold. 2 more breaths. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly rise back up. Connect the soles of your feet for butterfly pose. Pull your heels in close. Interlace your fingers over the toes. Sit tall as you inhale. Nice long spine. And as you exhale, pinch your shoulder blades together on your back to fold. Okay, and you're really going here for a flat back. So as you fold forward, you don't want to round your spine. You just go as far forward as you can with a flat back. If you start to round, then just lift back up a little bit. Couple more breaths. Inhale, slowly rise back up. And as you exhale, we're just going to crisscross the legs. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, twist to your right. Left hand to the outer right knee or thigh. Good. And that right hand behind you, tall on the inhale. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back through center, arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. Right hand outside left knee or thigh. Left hand behind the back. Sit tall as you inhale. Exhale, rinsing out the spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale like you're wringing out a sponge. Inhale. Exhale. This is so good for your back. Take one more deep breath in. Find a little more length and one more full breath out to twist. Inhale, slowly unwind. Reach both arms up by the ears. See if you can get as tall as you possibly can with a big inhale. And then as you exhale, hands to heart center, let your eyes close. Take a moment to come back to that intention that you set. If it still serves you, commit to carrying it with you into the rest of your evening, maybe the rest of your week. And if it no longer does, simply let it go. We'll all take a big inhale. Open mouth. softly blink your eyes open if they're closed. And thank you guys. Give yourselves a little round of applause. All right, you guys did great. I look forward to seeing you on next Tuesday. Woohoo! Yeah, if you want to show me your video and your cute puppy dogs, please do. All right, you guys, and I'm going to make this video available. So if you guys want to watch it again and work out, you will have that option. Yes, I'm glad you thought my dog was cute. Sorry for the little doggy photo bomb, but you know, this is what it's like to work from home. All right, you guys. All right, have a wonderful rest of your night and a great rest of your week.